all. Hmm. Okay, good morning, everyone. And good morning to Madam Shirley and to our all friends. Okay, today we are gonna to present about FYP construction. In our group, there will be two of us. First, Muhammad Fiqry bin Safi'i, and next it will be me, Elisa Nainka. Okay, first of all, this is our table of content, which is what we're gonna show to you all about this slide. First is about table tools for paper one, and then paper one and answer scheme, table tools, paper two and answer scheme, evaluate, transcript, conclusion, and last challenges. Okay, first, the table tools for paper one. As you all can see, um, this is the final exam, so we're gonna to recover all the topics that the student learn from textbook form 4. As you can see, form 4 unit 1, form 4 unit 2, unit 4, and so on. Okay, this is our paper 1. As you can see, this is how our team create the paper. First is about the section A, directed writing. As we all can know that in section A there are always two section, which is section A and section B. Section A is usually a directed writing, and we ask the student to write a letter to their cousin about opinion about further study or to look for a job. Okay, next is about section B. It is continuous writing. We give to the student 5 question and they need to answer only one of the following topics. And we suggest that they need to write this essay about 350 words. Okay, this is answer scheme, which is more about how we want to mark their paper. We focus on what they write, and this is the director writing band descriptor, which means if the student give a good, the language is entirely accurate, sentence structure is good, vocab is wide, we're gonna give an A, which means the mark range around 19 to 20. And if the meaning is the fairly clear but high incidence of throughout the writing, there were a lot of serious error, we're gonna give about as you all can see 4 to 6 mark range. This is the same section B, English writing. Okay, for the next, we all know that usually English paper there will be paper one, which is more focused on writing. Meanwhile, paper two there are a lot of questions like section A, section B, C, and section D. Okay, this is the table toast for paper two. As you can see, it's same like I mentioned before. We need to cover almost all of the topic in the Form 4 textbook. And this is the example of the question, section A. It's about MCQ question and multiple choice question. It's mean like they need to choose either one of the answer A, B, or C. There will be a article or so on. For the question 9 until 15, they need to read article truthfully and give the best answer that they know. Okay, I think for the section B, I think that's all from me. For the section B and so on, I give to the next slide, to the next part to Muhammad Fiqry Izwan. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you as well for the explanation. That is really good. So we are going to proceed with with the section B, which is the questions based on the passage they have been given. So section B is consists of uh, 8 questions, which is question 16 until 25. So next, so this is section C, which is we have to answer based on the paragraph that has been given for the questions. For section C, we consist of 5 questions. Okay, next. So this is still section C also, but for this one we have to choose the right answer for every questions. Next. So this is our section D, which is we also have to answer the questions based on the paragraph or passage. So this is question 37 until 40. So the last question is we have a summary that the students needs to make a summary based on the questions that has been given. So this is answer for paper 2, answer scheme. You can see section A, 1 to 8, and question 9 to 15. Section B, questions 16 until 25. Section C, questions 26 until 30. And section D, questions 31 until 39. So this is the last questions for the answer scheme for paper 2, which is the marking scheme for summary writing. The first is the candidate's responses will be assessed based on the impression they have. Second is the examiner shall read and reread the responses carefully and at the same time underline for gross or minor errors or put in insertion marks when such error occurs. Third is the examiner should also mark for good vocabulary or expression by putting a merit tick at the end of such merits. Fourth is the examiner shall fit the candidate's response against the most appropriate band, having most of the criteria as found in the band. And the last one is justify the band and marks given if necessary. And so this is our evaluate transcript for the paper one. You can see paper one is consists of 2 sections, which is section A and section B. So on the left is the section A, and on the right is section B. So this is our evaluated transcript for the paper 2. Next, next. This is question 16 to 25 until 30. So this is questions section D, which is we have to answer based on the passage, and this is the last one, which is the questions 40 summary. Okay, this is the challenges that we managed to find before we going to start this construction of this paper. So the challenge is we have to face is to consider the questions, because sometimes it's really difficult to just make questions based on their syllabus itself without thinking about their level, because sometimes it's if we just make questions just based on their syllabus, it will be really difficult to create a question, because we have to consider their level if the question is too hard to them to answer and too easy to them to answer. Next is we have to make sure that every question we about to create can be retrieved by the student itself. Otherwise, it will be a waste of time. Last one. So this is a conclusion from us. Last but not least, listening test is very important to every student in terms of developing their critical thinking and also evaluates their vocabulary in a matter of time. Thus, it also can improve their concentration just by listening audio during the listening tests. So that is all from our presentation for this FYP construction. So thank you.